Hey, what's up everyone? So a couple of days ago, I was invited to the OPPO INNO Day 2022 event in Malaysia where OPPO launched a bunch of cool products. Of course, while I was there, I also did a bit of sightseeing, visited the Twin Towers, Batu Cave, the KL Tower, got a chance to interact with the OPPO community and tried the best food in Kuala Lumpur as well. Trust me, the food there is amazing. But for me, the main highlights of the INNO Day 2022 definitely were the product launches. On the first day, OPPO unveiled 3 new smart innovations. First, there is the Mari Silicon Y audio chipset with a custom NPU that will improve the audio quality on future OPPO devices. Then they showcased a multi-purpose health monitoring device called the OPPO OHealth Edge 1 and also the OPPO Air Glasses 2. But the second day was personally more interesting for me as the company finally unveiled its latest foldable, the OPPO Find N2. Now, we know from last year's Find N that OPPO has taken a slightly different route than Samsung and other companies when it comes to their foldables. While Samsung prefers a tall and narrow form factor, OPPO has actually gone with a more compact and pocketable design instead. And this year, with the Find N2, OPPO has built on its predecessor by improving the design quite a bit. First of all, I have to say it, guys, this phone is really cute. Like, really, really cute. I will go as far as to say that this might even be the most good-looking horizontal foldable right now. And the fact that it is so compact makes it even more appealing to me because my hands are really small and something like the Fold 4 is huge for me. The Find N2 is also the lightest folding phone in its category, weighing just 233 grams. I really love the color options that OPPO is offering as well. I have this white variant with me that has a matte finish, and I don't know if it's clearly visible on the camera, but there is a sort of a glittery finish on the camera module which gives the phone quite a bit of character. Apart from that, there's also this refreshing green variant which also has a matte finish, while the black one has an eco leather material at the back that feels more premium on the hands. OPPO's second generation flex-on hinge on the Find N2 is also pretty different from the ones you'd find on other foldables. Apart from being gapless like its predecessor, OPPO says that it has used much fewer moving parts this time along with stronger alloy material. And thanks to this, the Find N2 is more lightweight, cleaner and smaller while still being a more robust phone overall. Because of the new hinge design, the crease has also shrunk by a whopping 67%. Plus, while using the phone unfolded, this crease is hard to point out and it does not feel as prominent either. I can say this because I've used both the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and 4 before, and the crease on those devices are quite pronounced compared to this. That reminds me, the OPPO Find N2, despite all its design wins, does not have an official IP rating like Samsung's foldables. I was really hoping OPPO would figure out dust and water protection this time, but sadly they haven't. Anyway, on a positive note, this compact design means the cover display here is also incredibly practical. While keeping the phone folded, it feels like a regular smartphone screen, and typing on it feels much less cramped over the Galaxy Fold 4. OPPO has even bumped the specs of the cover display. There's a 120Hz refresh rate and a 480Hz dot sampling rate this time, just like on the main screen, so it's not going to feel weird when switching between the two displays on the Find N2. And the big 7.1 inches main display now also has LTPO technology so that it can dynamically adjust the refresh rate based on what's on the screen. I wish the cover display also had LTPO because that would have really helped with preserving the battery life. Quality-wise, both the screens are awesome with equally good color science and contrast levels. The cover display is also great for multimedia consumption, but of course you'd want to use the main screen for the best experience. Okay, powering the OPPO Find N2 is the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chipset. I know it's not the latest and greatest mobile processor, but I don't have any issues with that at all because the 8 Plus Gen 1 is still quite powerful and balanced chip. So despite being a generation old, everything from gaming to heavy multitasking should work just fine here. Now let's talk cameras. The first gen Find N did not quite have a flagship level camera system, but this year we get an upgraded 50 megapixel Sony IMX890 primary sensor with OIS, a new 48 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and a 32 megapixel telephoto camera with 2x optical zoom, all of them with Hasselblad color calibration. Likewise, the selfie cameras on both the main and the cover displays are 32 megapixel sensors. Now, I have not taken a lot of images just yet, but based on a few samples that I took while we were dining and sightseeing, I found that it actually has good low light capabilities. Selfies also turn out quite nice with nice details. But I will be able to give you my detailed report on the Find N2's cameras in my full review, so do subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on that video. Okay, moving on, OPPO has also managed to include a slightly larger battery on the Find N2 than the Z Fold 4, despite having such a compact body. It has a 4520 mAh battery that supports 67 watt fast charging instead of 33 watt on the first gen Find N. So, a notable upgrade on that front too. Now, when it comes to OPPO phones, software is not their strongest attribute, although I must say that ColorOS has gotten significantly better in the past couple of years. And we also know that one of the main reasons why Samsung has been so successful in the foldable space is because of the ridiculously well-optimized One UI, among other things. So if OPPO is really serious about the foldable industry, which it clearly is, it's got to impress with the software aspect as well. And on the Find N2, OPPO seems to have done some serious homework on the software side. I found that features like app continuity and split screen mode work quite well here. Third-party apps like Facebook and YouTube have also been optimized with this form factor too. I also tried using flex mode with a couple of system apps, and that worked well enough. So yeah, things look really promising. Likewise, because of the more compact form factor, even after playing with the Find N2 just for a couple of hours, I have immediately fallen in love with how easy something like navigating the UI is here, be it when the phone is folded or not. So it really makes me question why no other foldable company has tried this form factor yet. The only complaint I have regarding the software here is the number of bloatware apps that come pre-installed. This is just because it's running the Chinese version of ColorOS, so things might be different if the Find N2 eventually hits the global market in the future. So there you have it, guys. That was my short hands-on review with the new OPPO Find N2. If you have been following my channel long enough, you might know that I am always excited about foldables, and I can confidently say that OPPO's new folding phones look incredibly promising. I am quite excited to experience the OPPO Find N2 Flip as well, because flip phones have always had a special place in my heart. And I hope both these phones launch internationally very soon so that everyone gets to use and experience them. More importantly, it will finally drive some real competition in the global foldable smartphone market, which this industry desperately needs. So that was all for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed filming it as well. I will be back with other review and unboxing videos, so stay tuned, and thanks so much for watching.